Well, hello, coffee time friends. It's coffee time. It's Southern Sunday lunchtime. Today we're having cabbage burger, Creole cabbage burgers. And what does that mean? I'm going to make some cabbage steaks, just like y'all have seen us do in the past. And I'm going to go ahead and get those done right now. I'm going to show you what I do. And this is the little, Mama, what are you fixing over there?
I'm boiling some little potatoes, and then I'm going to fry them with some, what is it? It's not secret.
Southern Secret?
Southern Secret.
I need that, I guess.
I was going to say secret something, but Southern
Secret.
Southern Secrets.
Right here's what you want to say.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and then I'm going to fry them in a little skillet with a little oil. That's what I'm.
Well, you look pretty today, Mama.
Well, thank you. I'm always trying to be.
Well, you're doing a good job of it.
Well, thank you.
Now that's got a little spot. I'm going to try to get that off. It's just a little crack in the cabbage. Means it probably was left in the ground a good long time. Alright. So I like to, when I'm making steaks, I like to cut my cabbage. You can't crawl up under me to be cleaning when I've got a big sharp knife.
Oh, I'm watching the big sharp knife.
I'm not though, and I could have moved at any time. I like to cut it in half. And make my steaks from the center. Some people will start on the side. If you're going to do a whole one, that's fine. But since I'm only going to do 2 today, then I'm going to cut them from the center. And I'm going to make them fairly thick. Just like that. And I'm going to take these outer pieces that are falling off instead of trying to reassemble and all that. I'm not doing that. Well, I may have to. I'm going to pull them around here and try to get them to where they'll stay if I can. But I'm going to try to get this core out first. Some cabbages have a bigger core than others. You just have to deal with it accordingly. Let's just take that out. And now I'm going to come right over here, and this is my sheet pan with a little bit of parchment paper. And I'm going to put some EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. And I want to put quite a bit because I'm going to smear it.
You want a brush?
No. And I'm going to go ahead and salt it. I'm going to go ahead and put black pepper on it. And if Mama will let us have a little bit of her Southern Secret, I'm going to use it. And a little bit of everything bagel. Okay? And all that's on the sheet pan. Boy, if the sheet pan's going to taste that good, what's the rest of it going to be like? Huh? So now this cabbage, you just got to work with what you have. And in this situation, we had a big core. So let's just smear it all in there and then turn it over. Just like that. Let's see about my next piece. I think I'm going to take this piece from here because it's a little cleaner and there's no core. And we're going to, once again, smear and flip. Smear and flip. So that's all we really have to do there. And I'm going to drizzle a little EVOO on top, just like that. And I'm going to put a little bit more everything bagel and a little bit of the Southern Secret. Use whatever spices you want to use. Now I'm going to, I had this little lonely squash in there. And I'm just going to cut him up. I think this is the last of Mama's garden squash.
Yeah.
This is it, folks.
Let's see it.
This is it. I'm going to cut this up in there. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Well, of course not, John. You won't move the camera. Okay, so I'm just going to cut him up like I would. Just going to fry it or anything else. just like this. What are y'all eating today? Anything good? I'm sure it's something good. Everybody plans a good meal usually on Sunday. And then we enjoy those leftovers for Monday, don't we? So I'm going to just add this to this same baking dish. And I'm just going to work it around the edges. Just going to work it in. Just like it was meant to be. So, these are just going to be a side dish. One of our side dishes I'm fixing with our main dish. Squash. You can add carrots. Mama's boiling potatoes over there, but you could add them right in here as well. The squash is a wonderful little side dish. Some more olive oil on top. A little bit of the everything bagel on top. A little salt. A little black pepper. Now, I'm going to give this a head start. I'm putting this in the Easy Bake. It's at 450, which is as high as it'll go, and let it bake for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to add our other ingredients. This is going to be almost a one-pot wonder. We're going to have potatoes over there, but I'm going to mix up a little Creole sauce. And then I'm going to put a hamburger right on top of these cabbages with some cheese. And it's going to be delicious, y'all. You just stick around for it. Let me get this mess cleaned up. Cabbage goes back. Over there. And this is good cabbage here. I will probably just lay this on there when it comes out the next time. You know, I'll have to get a head start. We just want the bulk of it to get a good head start. So let's get our Creole sauce made up because it's the next topper. Not going to put a ton of onion, just probably that slice and another one, very thinly sliced here, just like that. And I'm going to do my magic chop here for this Creole sauce. We make Creole sauce all the time for our meatloaves, and it's very good. And we like it, I think, probably the best, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Probably for meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going on a hamburger, but it's going to be the same kind of concept. But it's going to be so tasty and delicious. I don't really know if I would call this a hamburger. You can call this a cabbage chopped beefsteak or cabbage ground beef, whatever you want to call it.
What kind of cheese you want?
I think mozzarella, but cheddar would be all right.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
And we got mozzarella open.
I think we have. So in here, I'm putting 2 slices of an onion. You can call that also 2 tablespoons of diced onion, if you want to. There's not. Let's get rid of these bits. Now, if I were going to be making soup in the next few days, and I might just be, I'll save those for a few days, see if I can find a use for them. Because they will be delicious in soup. Same with these pieces. I'll put those in soup. Now let's stack our celeries up and cut them up. I can hear y'all. I hear you. You didn't string it. I don't know. We've never strung celery. People do. Some people swear by it. Like, I can't believe. I mean, I've had some almost hate mail over me not stringing celery. We just don't do it. We never have. If we're going to use it raw on an hors d'oeuvre or something, then we'll string it. I don't see no need in stringing it because once you chop it, I don't have any problem with any little, whatever you, celery strings. Is that what y'all call it? Mm-hmm. Don't have a problem. If you don't have a problem, don't create one. But if you like to do it, that's fine. I do know how to do it, and like I said, occasionally we do have to do it. This was just 2 kind of small celery pieces. of small. They're not big old ribs, and they're not very long, so just about the right size. And we're just going to keep splitting these and chopping these till we get done. Now, that's good. I'll eat that. I always snack while you're eating. Quality control, taste your product, see what you got going on there. This is just a can of tomato sauce. It's a 15-ounce can. Just going to pop the top on in. I'm going to show you what Mama's up to over here with this brown chuck. Mama, these need to be super, super thin. These are not your thick, juicy burgers. These are a thin burger.
You need this brown sugar too.
Yes, ma'am. You know that Creole sauce is coming, don't you, Mama?
Yeah.
So this is just a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Going right in here. Going in, going in. Don't waste. Get all the goodie out. So in here I have celery and onions. Got 2 ribs of celery and 3 tablespoons of diced onion and 1 thing of tomato sauce. I'm going to put a dash of Southern Secret in there. You put whatever you want. This is just onion powder and garlic powder a little bit. And I'm going to put in my brown sugar. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay? Seal that up. And I'm going to put a splash, dash of this here Worcestershire sauce. Splash, dash. How much? Probably half a teaspoon at the very most. Did I put salt and pepper in this? I don't believe I did. Salt, just a dash, and a little bit of black pepper, just a dash. You can make this with ketchup too.
Is them too big for your steaks?
No. If they are, that's fine. They can hang over. Mama, show them what you're up to. Can you see you in there?
I'm just pressing out the big flat patty.
She's got the ground chuck going.
Does that look good?
That looks delicious.
Thin enough.
Looks delicious. And I'm just stirring this up.
There they are.
Ah, perfect, Mama. We're just going to put salt and pepper on them because that's what Mama likes. You're going to put any Southern Secret on it?
No, you got it all.
I've got it in a Southern. Okay, so we've had our cabbages in there and they have got a good head start. It's time to bring them out.
They've not been in there 10 minutes yet.
How long have they been in there?
About 6.
About 6. Well, I guess that's good enough head start for them. I guess that's a good enough head start.
I'll get them. Just in my hand.
Let me get it.
Handle that package.
Let me get my hot pad. Hot pad. Ah, they're good and tender. They're not in bad shape. Look here. They are doing well. They're sizzling, they're hot. That's about where you want them.
Do with brown sugar, I'll get it out of your way.
Thank you, ma'am. So, let's head over here to the goodies. So here's your 2 cabbage steaks. And to be honest with you, this right here is bugging me. So I'm just going to cut it. I want him to meet. Because it's got that hole, I'm going to put a piece of this over top of him. Or maybe another piece this way. Just to hold him together. That way when we pull him up, maybe he'll hold together. Maybe he won't, we don't know. So let's put our Creole sauce on our cabbage. This has got the onions. This has got the celery, the brown sugar. It's got the tomato sauce, salt, pepper, a little bit of Southern Secret. Let's just put that all over. Really good here. Cover it. Cover it, cover it, cover it. Isn't that good? Good looking anyway, ain't it? Now I've got a little left. I'll put that in the jar and we'll use it. I do that when I have too much for meatloaf as well. Don't let me touch this thing, because I'll get fooling around here and you'll hear me squall like a big panther. So this, did you put salt and pepper?
No, I've not put nothing.
So this is our very thin burgers. We're just going to lay them right on here. Just like this.
Oh.
Mama pulled, I pulled, we both pulled, and it pulled.
Is it all right?
Well, they can go back together.
Patching.
Patching back up. So there he is, and let's put a little pepper right on here, and a little salt right on here. Okay? And then I'm going to, what I didn't use for patch here, I'm going to go ahead and put this cabbage in here, because that's good cabbage. We ain't wasting that cabbage. And I'm also going to, give me just a second here, I'm going to slice this onion up, just like this. And I'm deliberately leaving it in big old pieces. And I'm just going to put this all around here. In fact, I'm just going to leave that one whole. I'll leave that one whole. So this is just onion. The rest of that little slice of onion I have. And into the pan it goes. Now you can put some carrots in here. That would be pretty. That onion needs a little love of olive oil. A little bit on the burger. We can spray it. Y'all taught me that. Spritz it a little. Put a little spritz to it. Now I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't for sure, and I don't want to go blaming nobody for nothing, but I believe Mama has done took my pot holder.
No.
Mama? Somebody took it.
It's on the other side of the cheese.
Is it? She was definite on that one, wasn't she? Let's get this over to the...
What me?
Let's get this over to the Easy Bake. We'll be right back. I'm going to throw it to Easy Bake. 450, which is as high as this little thing will go. And hopefully about 20 minutes or so. Mama wasn't taking credit for that one, was you?
No, I didn't do it.
But it sounds just like something you would do.
I would have if I'd been over there.
Sounds just like something she would do to me. All right, let's clean. Clean as you go. Because you know, if we don't, Mama will.
I cleaned a lot of it.
Oh, you have. I figured you'd got my pot holder. I figure you was the guilty one, Mama.
No,
I stand corrected.
Not this time.
This time. What are y'all doing today? Let's chat it up. Oops. I came in late, so I'll leave and return and watch you later. Doc, that may be a good idea. You can go out and see it from the beginning if you want. Or you can just watch now and then catch up to it and you'll know what we did. You know, some of these creators are so good, they'll show you the finished product in the beginning, and then they say, now let's make it, and then they go make it, and I'm kind of jealous of them, because that would be a neat way to present it. But can I do that? No. Y'all just get what you get here. We turn on, we go, we get finished, we hit finish. Only because that's just the limit of our skills. Some of them write neat little things. This is the Southern Secret. If y'all want y'all's brand stuff, head on over to their page, y'all's brands, type in code John, John, capital letters, And they'll give you 10% off everything you buy, even if it's a t-shirt, cutting board, spices, coffee, or tea. By the way, tea's what Mama's making. She's making a big old pitcher of peach tea. Now, we had raspberry, but I'm missing the peach. You know, it's kind of like you get something new and then you kind of miss the old familiar. I want that peach. This is y'all's coffee, too. Folks, I've never made the steaks with a hamburger on it. I have had the steaks with a hamburger on the side. But when I saw this, I thought, that's another one-pot wonder. The potatoes, Mama's frying them. Let's go there and look at those, and she can show you what she's up to. She's sneaky today. She's acting like, you know, I'm over here doing my thing, and we're gonna intrude on her space. Come on, let's go check it out. Mama, here we come, ready or not. These are just new potatoes. Mama cooks in the dark.
I ain't in the dark. You shadowed it.
Can you see? There's the little potatoes. Over there's the y'all's tea. It's steeping. You don't want to let it come to a boil. It's coming down off a boil.
Yeah, I've done it.
Is that oil or water in there, Mama?
Well, it's a little bit of both, because there's some on my potatoes that stuck to them and stuff. And when I thought I had it all off, but I got a little. Most of that is water. It'll boil out.
Okay.
It never gets hot. And
so these are just new potatoes whole. And she's got...
boiled them in salt water.
They've been power boiled in salt water, put in the skillet with a little bit of oil, and at the end she'll put a little butter for the brownie and let it roll around. And over there's peach tea. You don't want to let it boil. You want to let it steep for 9 minutes and then put 4 cups of ice in it and then 4 cups of water in it.
Yeah.
And that's the peach tea.
I feel the picture. I don't measure.
Thank goodness
the
for the picture, right, Mama? So that's the potatoes. That's it. That's the good stuff. Let's turn you back over here. So we're having that. We're having cabbage, beef, squash, and potatoes. That sounds pretty healthy, doesn't it? Let's see here. Breaking up. Am I breaking up? Sorry. Can you hear me now? Now, at the very beginning, it was slow coming on. Sometimes you always say, John, you act like you're surprised to see us. I was, because sometimes I'm waiting.
Well, it kicked off the day and then back on.
Sometimes
Did you put the 7 secret up already?
Yes.
I didn't have it on my phone.
Well, how does it feel? How does it feel, Mama, when you go to get something and smooths down, put it up?
I was just letting you use it first.
And it'll spin and spin, and we're like, well, it'll be on in a minute. And sometimes that's the reason we get distracted. And then I look at it and go, oh, we're on. I'm going to save this Creole sauce because I might put a little bit on the burger when it comes out. I think that would be tasty.
Mm-hmm. Or you have it back.
Can I put it up?
Yeah. I think I put it on my favorite.
All right, good. I'm going to put my cheese over here so don't forget it. Because it goes in before it comes out. You're going to put your cheese on there, let it get good and brown, and then bring it out. Now, you people who aren't trying to cut down on white bread, I fix me a bun, or I would put maybe just one little piece of bread would be good with it. Don't need it. We're going to have starch. It's potatoes. I'm being good. Ish. Better. That's what we're being. We're being better. We're not doing anything. We're not trying to be on any kind of program or any of that. We are cutting back on sugars and breads. And as y'all have been witness, we have cut way back on it. But I'm telling you what, we're going to turn up the volume this week. We're going to be making cornbread dressing. And we're going to be making a lot of it because we're taking it for an event. But we're going to be making a lot of it probably one day this week, early in the week, probably Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Tuesday really. And we're going to make it up, and we're going to show you how we're making it for Thanksgiving. So you can go ahead and count this as one of your Thanksgiving dishes, and check in this week, and we'll be making homemade cornbread dressing with all those onions and all that celery and all that broth and cornbread and biscuit bread. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to put me in the mood for Thanksgiving, and it's going to set the tone for the holidays. I love it. Absolutely love it. Mama's taters is frying. She's putting her apron on. That's a good thing, Mama.
You through with this?
I am. I will put that up, though. Mama's on the ball. Mommy, look pretty in your... Is that peach or orange?
What?
Your outfit. It's like a peach.
It's supposed to be orange. I got on brown skirt, brown shoes, and this has got brown in it. I won't worry.
And peach on top. You look
I won't
pretty.
worry too much about that.
You look pretty, Mama.
It's rosy or whatever it is.
Whatever color. It's probably. It looks like fall. It looks like spring. You can wear that year round, probably.
I do.
Someone wrote me last night and asked me about coffee cups, and they thought I had a new one. This is 4th of July before last. We had these, and it still says coffee time with John and Momma on it. But on this side it says, God bless America, land that I love. And we had these for 4th of July. So I have some without that. We have some with that. But if you're interested, you can go to our Etsy page. It's always in the link below. It says Etsy. And it says, that's where you go to get our chore board, the aprons that have our name on it, the wooden spoons, all that stuff that we have, all of our merchandise is on the Etsy store. And it's linked every time we have a video. And we do have these, and we do have them just plain. But these are the ones with both. God bless America. That's not just 4th of July, that's year round. Year round. Love the mug. Thank you, Gina. I designed this with Teresa. I said, I want the handle to look like an ear. It's the only way I know to explain it. See, if you stick it up by your head, it kind of was resembling an ear. That's my favorite handle. That's my favorite shape of handle. Some of them come down low and you feel like you're holding it this way. I don't like that. I want to be able to hold it like this. A couple of fingers and a thumb. That's my favorite shape of handle. And so that's the reason it's that way. Mama, is it time to put cheese on it? Are they brown, Denny?
I don't think so yet. No, the meat don't look good done. It needs to cook a while.
Okay.
We want it done.
Oh, yeah. We want it done. The cabbage got a little head start. The onions will be done about the same time as the meat is. And that squash will be just as tender as your eyeball, just as soon as, in no time. I love roasted vegetables. We could have put some carrots in there for orange. You can. You remember it. I was going to, but I didn't. Is your taters about fried, Mama?
No, I'm just now putting butter on them. Letting them
She's putting a little butter on them.
sizzle and butter.
They'll be good. They'll be good. And good for you, even. Because she's not putting that much butter.
No, I just let them get a coat of butter on them. So they'll...
Mama, you need one more hot pad over here.
Okay.
And I broke 2 dishes.
No.
I got the dishes too. Sour cream, cheese. Here's some Creole in case you want to add a little Creole. Not that jars up wonderfully, and it'll last. I mean, it's just tomato sauce. It's not going to go bad instantly. The onions won't hurt, nor the celery. And you can use it on a meatloaf next week, or you can use it
This week, anytime.
this week. We're back. Okay, I'll start the second. I'm sitting here. This is when we do lives, this is the downfall of the live, is waiting for cook time. If we could do a live and pick back up with a live, or pause a live, that would be neat. You could pause it for the 20-minute cook time. It's okay, we're back. And here is the finished product. But you'd have to do 2 lives and be part 1, part 2. Sometimes we do that if it's a big meal. Sometimes it goes off and we have to do it. We don't like that. Happy Sunday, John and Momma. Mama gonna get you, John. Sure, always. She's always on the verge of getting hold of me. Mac and cheese would be good. Sloppy Joe's. Ooh. Margie, that sounds so good. Happy Sunday, John and Mama. Roanoke, Virginia. We've been to Roanoke. Been to Roanoke, Patsy.
Do you, or you still got a closet of tea?
I got some on the right here. We had a little bit of peach left before Mama made the other gallon, and I've been sipping on it. Y'all, sold out a peach and raspberry. But I tell you, I've heard a rumor. Today's the 15th. I think they're going to have a small amount on the 23rd. It takes them a while to get their packaging and all that in, but I think they're going to open up on the 23rd and have some more peach and raspberry. I believe. Don't hold me to that. I believe that's what the word on the street is. Literally. That's what I thought they said the other day. But what's it look like, Mama?
It's not near done enough.
Not near done enough. Now, what's that mean?
Well, it's like quite a bit more time. You want it done.
What's the button down there on? Air fry or bake or broil?
Bake.
Okay. So it should be. You can put it on air fry, maybe.
And backwards get a little
Crusty.
crusty. I said rusty. Crusty.
She wants her burger rusty.
Crusty.
Crusty.
Get the cabbage a little.
Hello from
Crusty
Greensboro, Kentucky. Well, hey, Dana. Our microphone came in, our new one that's supposed to help pick up Mama. But the little piece that fits into the phone is too big. So I'm going to have to trace that down and get an adapter. I don't know nothing about it. So we may never get to use it. That's just kind of the way I roll. I don't know. This is it. See, what I'm hoping is this right here will pick her up, because I can set it way over here. And it's supposed to pick up really good. But this little thing right here, this little thing right here, won't fit in my phone. It's just a tinge too big. So I gotta find something to plug this into that will fit into the phone. And the only thing I have for this microphone, it's a barrel. So if any of y'all out there know what I need, let me know. I need something to put this in that I can convert it down to go into the phone. It's heavy. It's a good little microphone. And I'm hoping I can set it right over here and it'll pick up every word Mama says. But then when she's over there like she is right now, making noise and clattering and clinging, you all won't be going, what on earth are you doing, John? You're killing us. That was the comments we got when we had lapel mics on.
I'm a little loud, so.
Mama's loud. No, she is loud. And she's over there clanging and banging, and people, I didn't know it, but it was going right through the top of the loudness. Loud. So we had to not do those. And y'all know Mama's like a jackrabbit. She's up and down the whole time. Kathy Watson, your question was not uncalled for. Don't pay attention to some of these people. Kathy Watson, do you have a question that's in debate? I don't know. Some people ask questions. I don't mind answering questions if they're not just... I don't see Kathy on here where your question was, Kathy. I'll go back and look at the comments. But some people ask questions that I don't answer and I don't even entertain. Because you can tell the intent of the question is to be negative. But I don't mind answering questions about the meal or questions about the recipe or questions about any of that stuff.
No questions about me.
Questions about Mom. But sometimes it's, I don't know why people waste their time. What people do you have? What phone do you have? This is a 12 Max.
18.
It doesn't matter about that. It's just the phone, the piece. Making noise, Mama does fine job. She does a wonderful job, Pam, but she is noisy.
Yeah.
And she gets over there and she's beating and cracking and carrying on, and people's like,
John, cooking.
You're cooking, that's right.
You make noise of cooking.
Cooking is noisy work, ain't it, Mama?
It sure is. Especially if you're an old woman like me.
Video is frozen.
Oh, no.
Gretchen, if it's frozen, you probably can't hear me, but if you go out and come back in, that could help. If you ever get a situation where it's frozen and won't stop, or if it's the noise, the volume don't work, go out and come back in and it might start working. That's not our issue, that's a Facebook issue because it does on every video I watch. I had cabbage today too, and we love cabbage. Love you from Colorado. Sheila, we love y'all too. Hey, friend from Alabama. Molly, how are you? Thank you for watching. Hi from Marble Falls, Texas. Don, I've been to Texas, but never been to Marble Falls.
No.
Me either. We can't, people be nice. Yeah, life is too short, Pam. I agree. Be nice. Your mama is a sweetheart. She is. I agree 100%. Thank you for those stars, Miss Karen. Wish you were my family. When Anita, we are your family. We're your Coffee Time family. I consider one of y'all family. We call y'all Coffee Time family. We will be seeing any new recipes for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Melanie, we are going to try to come up with some new ones, even for us, in the next month or so. Some things that maybe you've heard of or your family. In fact, y'all could help us if y'all have something that your family does and you're thinking, that would be a nice recipe for John and Momma. Then that may be a good way to for you to share with us so we can share with everyone else. We're going to attempt this and see what it says. So here we go. This will just be the... Oh, Mama, you're already up to 167 degrees. 168. That's 192.
Well, we're in good shape.
I think the whole thing is good to go. All right, so there it is, folks. That's our Creole cabbage burgers. Now, I'm going to put this cheese on there. Mom, we got to put this back in there.
Oh, let me turn it back on.
Put on broil, please.
On broil.
I'm going to top this with a little bit more of the Creole. Now, that Creole down there is good and baked on. This is just going to be a little bit more that I'm going to put right over the top. Just like this. It's going to have a little crunch to it because the celery and carrot, celery and onions in it is not going to cook as much, but that's fine. It's kind of like, you know, your toppings on a burger. This is mozzarella cheese, and it's going right over the top, and I think this one bag is plenty, Mama. Worked out just perfect. It had a good amount in it. And now we're going to put that right back in there and broil it. Just enough to get that cheese good and brown. Broil. Good hot broil. Excuse me, hate to leave y'all, but we gotta cook. Gotta cook, Grandma Mom.
Yeah.
This is hot. Ooh, it's hot. Now I'm not gonna walk away from this, because if you walk away from the broil, you may have the burns.
I will watch it.
Mama says she'll watch it. Go on top, she said. Mama's afraid she's gonna have to top.
That's right.
It's a broiler. Sometimes, if I really don't trust myself, I just leave the door open.
Here's the potatoes. I'll get it out. Go ahead.
And I get on your nerves.
Yeah.
And people say, John, why don't you get up and help her? That's what you have to deal with. Judgmentalness.
Meanness.
Mama really don't like nobody in her kitchen. You, me, really nobody. She tolerates it. And a lot of times, I mean, I enjoy cooking with Mama, but here's the way we work it. She does that, all that. I stay here, and I do exactly what I'm told. Chop this, cut this, stir this, open this. That's always been my job. Hey there, Mama.
Yep.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So when we say we cook together,
We really don't.
we do cook together, but if I'm cooking over there, she'll be over here.
Here's my little taters.
Here's her taters. If I'm cooking over there, she'll be over here, and she don't really want you.
Brown potatoes, and
They're delicious.
I boiled them, and then I fried them. And on the last, I put butter on them, and let them get a coating of butter and brown. Way to use up little potatoes.
Little new potatoes.
There's so many of us that's putting a boiled and salt and then put butter on them, put them in a baking sheet, a big pan, put in the oven.
Is that how you make them at home?
Yeah. Well, we fried some sometimes, but when there's
And you put them on beans, green beans.
Well, we put them on green beans, but you didn't cook them. I mean, that cooked them.
You boiled them.
But to eat them like this, we boiled them in salt water and then put butter or oil on them and baked them in pans a lot of times. If there's a whole lot there. Well, our cheese is melting.
All right, is it brown a little bit?
It's not brown yet, but it's just melting.
Now, leave it a little bit, a minute more. I want that golden brown to start on there. We got patience.
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit.
I don't have much.
Say it to her, Mama.
I don't have much patience.
Ever.
Well, I do.
Look at the sweet tea over there.
2
Y'all,
gallons.
sweet tea. 2 gallons. We're a 2-gallon family. We drink a lot of tea. Almost daily. I drink
Yeah.
It's so good. We're just letting the cheese brown, folks. I know this has been a little long. We've had a little long cook time. But all in all,
steaks took a long
the steaks took a minute. And the cabbage, you want it tender. Cabbage, broiling it takes a few more minutes than boiling it or frying it. So you want it to be getting tender. You want everything to be just right. And that's what makes it so good.
See what my taters, they cook up now. Though.
Pull the trigger.
106. Well, it's going on up.
You're plenty hot enough, Mom.
180 or 179 something. Taters. You know, baked potatoes are dangerous. It's meat. People didn't know
Kathy
that.
Watson has a question.
What is it? You want some more coffee since you've got tea
No,
or not?
I'm good with the tea, Mama. Was baby Maggie cremated? No. Maggie had an older sister named Sierra. And we have a little area out there. And that's where she is laid at rest. That's beautiful, Mama. She is laid at rest with her older sister. And yeah. All right. Lunch is ready. Look here, folks. I want to show you this one. Almost, if you don't have the potatoes, it could be. And you could have put the potatoes on there. It looks like we got some grease there, but I could have drained that off.
It's ground chuck. It shouldn't have been.
It shouldn't have been that much. And a lot of it's water.
Oh, that's from the tomato sauce.
Right.
It's red.
Tomato sauce. And all that's got a lot of water in it. Everything in there's got a lot of water in it. Mama, if you will share your spatula for your taters.
Oh, I shall share everything.
We will divide and conquer here. Mama, I think we could probably get by with a half of one of these.
I think so too. You want a knife?
Yeah.
You got one over there.
Let's cut him right there.
Here's the purple one.
It's just I had one and somebody got it, but I wasn't going to accuse this time because that done been wrong once. Just slice it right there. And we'll serve it up. I don't think you're putting enough pressure, Mama.
Well, you might have to cut it. I don't want to cut my pan or the parchment paper.
I don't think you would.
That got it on.
It did something. Tune in next week when we'll serve this up.
It's the cabbage ain't cut though.
Well, cut it, Mama. You got a big old knife there. Give it a cut.
Take it on.
I can't. Tune in next week when you'll see John and Momma serve up their last Sunday's lunch. Okay. Grace be to you all as you serve this because it's...
Wouldn't been that bad if you took the whole thing.
Well, no, if you'd done the whole thing, you could have done it much more neater and nicer and all those things. Let's pull this one. Now, see, it would have served more like this.
Yeah.
Let's get all of our goodie. Let's get some of those squashes, that cabbage, those onions. Burn your finger on this side, John. Mama, here's you some squashes.
They got a little brown on the edge.
They did pretty good, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's a few squashes.
Thank you.
Not the prettiest meal you've ever seen.
Oh, potatoes.
Not the prettiest meal you may have seen lately.
No.
But
Yes, we tore it.
I bet it'll be tasty. I bet it will be.
I hope it is. After all of this.
Now look at there, folks. Maybe not downtown, but you can get that somewhere. Torn over to pieces. Cabbage is not the easiest thing to work with. I'll tell you that when you're trying to serve up food. Now, if you wanted to put not Q-tips, toothpicks in your cabbage, it might have looked better when you tried to undo it there. Let's bless it, Mama.
Let me just sit down. I'm getting old and slow.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal, dear Lord. We just thank you for blessing us with it and nourishing our bodies with it, dear Lord. We just pray for each and every prayer request that's out there, Lord, and pray for each and every person that's joined us today. And dear Lord, we just pray that you'll put a hedge of protection on all of us and all of our families, dear Lord, and be with our nation, be with our country, and be with this world, and be with Israel, dear Lord. Watch over us, lead and guide, and direct us, and all these things. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, Mama, give it a whirl. I'm excited because I've not had it just like this. I've had variations of this.
Not with the meat.
But not with the meat on the top and doing it just like this. So, I love the Creole. I love the meat. I love the cabbage. How could it not be good? I want to show you about this. Excuse me if you use my finger. Alright, so this is it. Look how beautifully done. I did.
I reckon you're good. I should have gave you the apron.
Uh-huh.
I really like it with the Creole sauce.
It's good. It's good. It's delicious. Made the cabbage taste great too.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's try one of these taters.
Squash.
These taters are so good looking. Now we're going to try and see what they are tasting.
They're hot.
They're hot. I am not able to eat today. Try that again. I'm trying to go backhanded and show you how beautiful they are inside. Look at the golden. These are wonderful.
That salt cooked in good. The flavor.
Oh my goodness.
They're good.
They're healthier and better than a French fry. Probably. What do you think?
I don't know. Probably about the same. They got warm. I mean,
Mama says, nah, I put butter in them.
you could bake them, but
The squash.
I'm glad you seen that squash and put it in there.
Yeah.
That's an extra treat.
It is extra treated. All right, folks. I'm going to count this as a keeper and a repeater.
I
We'll
like
repeat
it a lot
this.
better with that Creole sauce.
I do too. We've had the steaks before without the Creole, but we like it better with, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, the cabbage, you need a knife. You're going to have to probably trim it down to get it on a fork. But I say we put this in the rotation, Mama.
Yeah.
We kind of have cabbage steaks in our rotation. I find we eat them, quite a bit.
Yeah, they're good.
What's your sour cream?
I was tasting that potato pretty good. I get me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want any. I don't want to. Don't want to hurt the flavor of the potato.
You don't want to hurt its feelings.
Even that onion by itself
That's what I just eat a piece of.
is delicious in that Creole juice. That's not grease. That is tomato and Creole there. Some of it, just a little bit, but this was 80-20 ground chuck, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Extra lean bread. Extra lean ground chuck. However, I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And that cheese, the mozzarella is good. I think I like mozzarella better than I would cheddar. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. It turned out good on it.
Now here's some variations on this if you want to go with it. You could use meatloaf seasoning in your burger and basically have a meatloaf cabbage. You can also just put Italian seasoning in your burger and have Italian chopped beef. Or you could put onions, peppers, whatever you like in your burger meat and smash it up thin. We just wanted salt, pepper, and a little bit of y'all's Southern secret in ours, because just sort of plain. But it's very tasty that way. And then you've got your Creole sauce that gives you tons of flavor.
Very good.
I'm going to call this healthy because it's a lot of veggies. And nothing really too bad. And there's no bread, so it's healthier than we could have been.
If we'd made a hamburger, we'd been eating bread with it.
It's right. And I guarantee you we wouldn't be having squash with the hamburger.
No.
I'm not going to miss the heat this summer, but I am going to miss the wonderful produce this summer. But luckily, we can still get a lot of good stuff in the grocery stores even in the winter. So sometimes those things that are only seasonal for us, they ship in here and we get to enjoy them.
Year round.
And that's a blessing. Mama, this might be our last garden food meal.
Mm-hmm.
We're out of squash.
I know it.
This cabbage was store-bought.
I got a few peppers after that refrigerator.
We may get some peppers to yet, might we?
Yeah, that frost didn't kill them.
No. The frost here has not killed anything yet, even the flowers. We've had a couple of little light frost, but we've not had any, what we call in the South, a killing frost. Killing frost is that morning you wake up and it looks like it snowed, and you know everything is going to be gone.
Be black when the frost gets off them. It'll be dark.
We realize it, and it's coming. We're to a killing frost. Probably the end of this month.
John, that works for us, says 15th through the 18th, right along there, you get a big frost.
Today's the 15th.
I told him the other day, I said, I thought you said the 15th through the 18th, and he's done frost. He said, oh, not them little skippy frost. Said, I mean a frost. I said, you didn't specify that. But he said,
so we'll see by Wednesday if we get a good killing frost.
Yeah.
It's noticeably colder here today.
Oh, yeah.
Noticeably, as they say.
If you've not tried potatoes, boil them and then fry them in a little bit of oil.
I
Put seasoning on
recommend
the butter. Try them, I think.
I recommend it, Mama. I recommend it.
They're good.
Well, I couldn't think of a better lunch than what we're having right now.
Mm-mm.
It does taste wonderful. It hits all the notes. You got your protein. You got your vegetables. You got even some good potatoes to go there. And you could have turned this into a one sheet pan wonder if you just put your potatoes on there. But the way Mama done them, they're brown and crunchy too. All right, Mama, you got anything you want to add today?
No, I've reading on Facebook that it says, what food would you eat when you was poor that you could afford to eat, wouldn't have to eat now?
I don't think about food as poor.
And I said, we ate good. We ate potatoes and cabbage and squash and everything, but I still eat it now. There ain't nothing in
I think
my
that's what the rich eat. You're rich in blessings.
Well, I might not be. I could afford to buy better than what we did back then, but I'd rather have these little potatoes, what I raised on.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever get above, nature and good stuff. I would hate to think that the king or the queen of England couldn't sit down to some homegrown squash. Now, I'm not sure. And if any of y'all from England, don't take offense because I don't know really what I'm talking about. I just know what I've read about. The king is very much a gardener and very into organic and very into healthy. And he does raise his own vegetables right there at the palace and always has wherever he lives. So what I've read about him, which is all good, is that he does love
common folks like that.
Love good vegetables that he grows himself. So he's, in essence, what we would call here in the South, a good farmer, and he eats his own yield, and that's wonderful. So maybe is the way. Mm-hmm. Mama, if you was the queen of America, there'd still be some taters in your menu.
Oh, yeah. Fixed any way you can fix them.
Yeah. But I hear, and I've read, that the king is very much into organic and very much into healthy foods. And he's a very meticulous, he watches what he eats very meticulously.
And he raises his own food. He knows
he does.
what
And I think he's always had gardens wherever he was living, even when he wasn't at Westminster. If I'm wrong, somebody put in their correction. But I think it's wonderful. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy yourselves. Say goodbye, Mama. Oh, look, we've caught her with her mouth full.
It's been full the whole time. I was hungry. Goodbye, everybody. God bless you.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.